All right, guys, I'm back. We had some sort of interruption in the signal or something. Hello, guys. I'm back online. I hope somebody's here and can see this. Well, I'm just waiting. Oh, there's somebody who's online here. I lost the signal and it was good. I'm glad you could see me. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Wilmer. So yeah, something really weird happened. It said it was lost the ability to broadcast or so. I don't know what it was. It was bizarre. And it showed it on my end that it was still broadcasting, but I get these error messages that come up every now and then and would say it had lost the transmission or something. I don't know. It was just strange. So I thought, well, I better start a new one because it wasn't working, apparently. So welcome back, everybody. Sorry for the interruption. So this is a two-parter live stream, I guess, nowadays. Or today. Tonight. So anyhow, I was beginning to ask some of you guys, do you think I should do it on Christmas? We starting to read some of the responses, and I'll read the other ones from that one. But I want to hear from you right now. Go ahead and let me know your opinion. Do you think I should do a broadcast, and would you be available if I did make myself available on December 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time? Good. I'm glad you could see me, Jeff. Hi. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome back. Sorry about that interruption. Somehow everything got lost. The transmission got disconnected or something. And I got a strong signal here too for my cell phone. I'm broadcasting on my cell phone. So what do you guys think? Do you think I should do my next broadcast on Christmas Day? Have some trains running in the background I could show? You would watch it, Cheryl. Okay. Oh, hi, Tony. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, I'm back too. Just followed you. I'm glad you came. Okay. Oh, that's the new name for subscribe. Actually, they still call it subscribe in YouTube. I'm going to refer to everybody as my subscribers. I'm thinking about having a contest. I was talking on another live stream at one time if I should have a 200 subscriber contest, and I've already surpassed 200, so I'm like 220. I'm on my way to 300 before long. Who knows how long that may take, but maybe I'll do a contest. That'd be cool in Christmas time to give something away, we'll see. We'll see if I do decide to have a contest. You'll need a break by then. For what? For Christmas? Is that what you're saying? I'm going to take a 2-week paid vacation during Christmas and New Year's. Long awaited. I've waited all year long for this vacation and enjoy it with my family. And as some of you may know, and I know a few of you know, and some of you may not know, I live south of the border in Mexico. I'm an American expat down there, an expatriate, part of the expatriate community. I don't live too far from San Diego. Yeah, Christmas evening is when I'd be doing it. From Mexico. I'd be broadcasting live from Mexico if I do it. I live 8 blocks from the Pacific Ocean, from the beach, in a beautiful home with my wife and 2 daughters. And my wife works in Mexico. She's an executive, the regional manager for a multinational firm. And it just makes better sense for us to live there. She's a Mexican citizen. I'm not. I'm just an American citizen. But I gotta go down there and I live there with her. I'm so close to the border, I guess I don't care, I'm 25 miles from downtown San Diego. And it's just something that I've done. Most of the time, though, even though I'm an American expat, I live up here in my truck. If to be honest, I've spent more time in my truck driving around the United States of America, from coast to shining coast, sea to shining sea, I'm there, and I'm going all everywhere, in this country, delivering products. Right now I have a load of sour cream in the back of my refrigerated trailer going to Florida. So I'm on my way there. I just barely got out of the Dallas area, picked up in Garland, and I'm over here in Canton, and I stopped for this. This is a hot load, so I don't have too much time to stop. I'm going to be wrapping up our live stream here pretty soon, probably about another 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be doing it. But yeah, so that's one thing. I'm talking it over with my wife, and like I said, I haven't decided completely yet, since it is a holiday, if I'm going to do it. But I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know in advance so you can plan to see me. But my wife seems to be open to the idea, and it'd be cool to have my wife, and maybe, if she wants to show her face, and have my daughters come and say hi, and we'll say Merry Christmas to you all. So, hey, Train Guy 56, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you here. So, anyway, that's my thoughts for that. So tonight we've discussed the things that we're thankful for in the hobby. One of the other things I wanted to say that I really like is model railroading clubs. If it's a hot red Tony, that's funny. Would melt. Yeah, I may have sour cream melting all over it's already, or liquefying all over the bottom of the trailer, right? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I only got 2 days to get to Florida to do almost 1,200 miles, 1,100 something. So that's what we call a hot load, burning the rubber on between here and there. My truck is governed at 65 miles an hour, so I can't do what Roy Hardwick, Container Man 68, if you've seen his videos. He could do up to, I think, 75 miles per hour. He can, or maybe even faster than that. He can get going when he wants to go. No, my truck is governed at 65, so can't go fast, but not that fast. So you could do the math. That's like 60, for 10 hours, 65 miles an hour, that's 650 miles a day. It doesn't exactly come out to that. We could drive 11 hours, but we have additional things. We have to stop, sometimes get fuel and other things. Hills. I got the load of sour cream, it's heavy. It's like 43 or 44,000 pounds of sour cream. Daisy sour cream. I'm sure you guys have seen that brand. It's a lot of sour cream I'm delivering for the Floridians down there to have it probably for their Thanksgiving meals, and who knows what what you're going to be using for sour cream for, but a lot of uses. Got a lot of it to go there. Yeah, Daisy is good stuff. It's more natural too. I don't have a lot of artificial ingredients in it. It's pure sour cream, So anyway, the thing that I like is I'm a club holiday. In San Diego, near where I live, like I said, I'm just 25 miles from downtown San Diego, where I live in Mexico. There is a incredible model railroad museum, and they have clubs in there that operate the different layouts, and we have all sorts of different layouts. We have O scale, HO scale, N scale. I love the N scale. In fact, I used to belong to it. I lived in San Diego a few years ago, and when I was there in the early 2000s, I was a member of the club. I belonged to it for a little while there, and then I moved up to Las Vegas and began a job there with the casinos. I was doing their advertising design. I was a graphic designer at the time. What a change, graphic designer to truck driver. But we could thank the Great Recession for that. At least I'm having fun out here. It's always never-ending adventure driving a truck, and seeing the different places and people. We have a great nation. And I love seeing our country from coast to coast and all the people. And occasionally visiting layouts. If you guys saw that layout video I did, of four amazing in-scale model railroad layouts, tours, you can see it on my channel. Go and look at it. It's one of the best or most watched videos on my channel. I'm amazed. It's over half an hour long. It's a little long, but a lot of people watch that video. They really like it. Vinny's layout is in there. I have Mike Pfeiffer's layout. There's a club layout in there that Mike Pfeiffer belongs to, but a lot of other club members in New Mexico. And then I got Bob Lacey's layout in Tehachapi, California. It's really great. So that's one thing that occasionally being out here and driving all around the country, I get to visit layouts. And if any of you guys have layouts you would like me to visit when I'm coming through, let me know about them, you know. Your home layout or a club layout. If I travel all across the country. And that's right, Tony, we've been talking about it for a while. One of these days I'm gonna have to get over there. And you've done an incredible redo of your layout, an incredible remake. I'm just thoroughly impressed with what you've done, putting those mountains in there and the farm scenes and your little town scenes and all that. It's just incredible. You've done an excellent job, Tony. So that's something I'm thankful for, is all the different clubs and layouts we have, you know, that are around the country. Now all I got to do is just get my layout. You know, I'm hoping, you're welcome, Tony. I'm hoping this coming year I'm going to build a portable layout. Because I'm a family man and we got 2 young girls. I'm an older guy, but I got two young daughters. I got a 5-year-old and an 11-year-old. And believe me, they keep me busy when I'm at home. Keep me and my wife both busy. And they're great. But one of the things is that having the whole family in the house is we're very limited for space. And there isn't a space in a room. There isn't really a space for a shelf layout. My wife is really finicky too about, I don't know how many of you are married and have, you know, your wives may be finicky about where you set up stuff in the house. But my wife is really, really finicky. So for that reason, I've decided to do a portable layout. I'm going to build it a box. And I got the idea from watching a video of a Markland layout that was built in I believe the early 60s or the late 50s. And it was an HO scale layout, but it was built in Germany. And get some flickering lights. I'm going to take a light out here since the battery's going down on it. There. But anyway, it was built in a wooden box that closes in on itself. Basically, the layout folds over. Everything's permanently, most of it's permanently attached. There's a couple things where the fold points where you get to move things out of the way so you can fold it over and close it in this wooden box. It was really, really nice. And that's what I'm hoping to do for my project this coming year, in 2019. I'm going to get some good hardwoods, put some good stain on it, and start building the layout inside the box. Now this Markland layout that I saw, when they opened it up, it was like 10 feet long. It had mountains in it. I think it was about 5 feet wide or maybe 6 feet wide, but 10 feet long. That was like, you know, but when you fold it in half, the box was only about 4.5 feet high and 5 feet wide or whatever. So that's basically what I'm looking at. And imagine that in N scale. The HO scale Markland layout was incredible. It was really impressive. They had a mountain in there, a town, and all sorts of industries. And to adapt that idea to N scale is basically going to be my solution. So that way, when I come home, if I'm out on the road trucking, and then I come home and I've got 4 days off, 5 days off, and I could pull that thing out, put it on top of the kitchen table, open it up, start running it. Then when it's time to eat dinner, just basically close up the box, you know, pull it down off the table, go store it, and we'll be able to eat dinner. So that's my idea. That's what I'm thinking of doing for a layout. And I certainly got a lot of the trays. Any of you guys that have seen my suitcase full of N-scale surprises know I have a whole lot of trains. And I got a lot more than that at home. I got 2 other containers, not suitcases, but they're separate carrying cases full of trains. So I have that. Plus, I have a lot of buildings. I have a lot of vehicles and things like that. So all that will be going into the layout when I get a chance to start building it. Meantime, I just use the kitchen table. Love that Kato Unitrack with the atoms. I'm thankful for it. Works just great for me. So get to set it up and run it. So this Christmas, when I do go home, and if I do the live stream from there on Christmas evening, excuse me, I will have it set up on my Kato Unitrack and be running some trains. Well, I'm glad to see you guys are all having fun. Hey, one thing I'm thankful for. In fact, I'm thinking about putting my order in. Atlas. I was watching ATS GP35. Yeah, I would love to bring that, Tony. Atlas is just announced in November. Their November releases, and I'm thinking about putting an order in with Mike Pfeiffer to get on. I have to make a reservation. GP20s in the Santa Fe bookend scheme, the pre-72 paint scheme, where they just have the yellow on the front and back end, and in the middle of the locomotive it's just the blue with the big Santa Fe billboard lettering. Well, they have that available or coming out. I believe it's due in the second quarter of 2019. It's supposed to come out. These incredible locomotives, but they have them with regular DC version, and they had the DCC version, and then they got the DCC with sound, their gold version. The gold versions are the MSRP on those. It's about $250 or $260. I have to go back and look, but it's over $200 a piece for those. They got Santa Fe, and they also got Southern Pacific in the bloody nose paint scheme. Freight locomotives, GP20s, Atlas it's new for them, as I don't think they've ever made it. I know they recently acquired the Model Power molds. They bought them off of Walters. And Model Power actually did a fairly good job with the. I bought some. I really liked the paint scheme they had, but again, the details are probably not as good as Atlas will do. I'm sure Atlas will do finer handrails and a little bit finer details. And like I said, they're going to incorporate sound into these things, into their gold locomotives. I guess is what they call it. So I'm thinking about ordering a couple of those, because it sounds like it'll come around the time that, if it's second quarter of 2019, that'll be around the time I get my tax refund. And it's going to be smaller this year thanks to the changes in taxes. I can't write off a lot of things I wrote off in trucking before, but I still expect to get something, you know. And I just might buy a couple of those around that time, put my reservation in, and be able to splurge when I get my tax refund and buy those things when they come out. So I'm thankful for that Atlas is making them. And Southern Pacific and Santa Fe, that's the ones I model. You know, that's those two railroads. One of the things I'm going to be doing when I have a chance is I'm going to make a video. You know, I have this long channel name, ATSF Venta Spur Nscaler. It's almost too long, but it really, that's what I want to model. You know, I'm an Nscaler that wants to model the Santa Fe Venta Spur, where I grew up in Orange County, California. And I'm planning to make a video with some maps and some photos of from the old Venta Spur, and from the area around where I grew up in Tustin, California. Photos from the 1950s and 60s. I grew up there in the 60s, but I have photos spanning that era that I found on the internet. And I'd like to put together basically a little historical video. Almost what I think Ralph Greenwood has done something like that. He's doing something in his area of, I guess, Indiana, of the kind of railroad. He's done a lot of historical perspectives, or giving information about that for the layout that he's making. And I'd like to do something like that too. So I'm going to try to do a video when I get some time that will show you the history behind the ATSF Venta Spur and the things that I want to model, that I want to include in my layout when I do make it. Well, I gotta go too, guys, so I'm gonna wrap it up now. So I'm glad you all enjoyed, that you came in and had a chance to chat with everybody. I'm glad you were here, but as I did mention, I have a hot load and I gotta get back on the road. So I'm glad you guys were here, but I'm gonna show you something. I had a background thing that sort of help reflect the light here. I'm going to take this off and it's going to move things. Alright, get that out of the way. And here is the parking lot of the truck stop. You see it? That's where I got to go right now. I got to start driving again. So, glad you guys were here with me. You see what I said? When I took away that reflector, it gets away the light. So, I'm going to do it like this. Glad you guys could join me tonight. And like I said, Wilmer will be next week. So go to his channel. He'll have his On Track Tuesday roving live stream and at 7 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday. So it's great to see you guys. And glad you could join me tonight. And we will see you next time. And again, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do Christmas, but I'll let you guys know. I'll do an announcement, let you know for sure. But it would be fun if I do. So I'm still thinking about doing it. All right, you guys take care, and you all be safe out there, and happy holidays. Bye.